The Lexus ES was the first ever Lexus to be produced in the United States. Well, it just might be the last as well. We're over at the Toyota newsroom. Toyota's first US vehicle plant shifts transformation into high gear. There's a lot of things coming for the Kentucky plant. They produce the Lexus ES there. They produce the Camry Hybrid, and the RAV4 Hybrid. They also produce the Avalon there, but that is changing as well as the Lexus ES is changing. There's a $461 million investment, which is going to add 1,400 new jobs and increase the production and flexibility and supports carbon neutrality. All right, so part of this $461 million investment, the facility enhancement operational upgrades. All right, so advanced manufacturing equipment and technologies coupled with facility layout improvements. So I'm just gonna take a quick time out here. This past year, Toyota announced that the Avalon was gonna be canceled, and about a week later, they also announced that they'll be producing hydrogen fuel cell stacks at the same plant. So it looks like Toyota is making room for more electrification and getting rid of the Avalon, obviously, but the Lexus ES as well. We'll talk more about that in a second. So these enhancements will increase the plant's operational speed, flexibility, and competitiveness. These improvements will expand TMMK's, which is the Kentucky plant, and their ability to produce new products, including future electrification. Expansion of powertrain capabilities. TMMK's powertrain operation will increase its product mix with a 2.4 liter turbocharged engine line. This is the same engine that's in the brand new NX. We haven't seen it in any other vehicle, but the fact is, now that this is going to be produced here in the United States, you can pretty much start kissing the V6 goodbye. The 3.5 liter, the 2GR engine. So the 2.4 liter turbo is going to start replacing that like on a global scale almost at this point. Okay, so you wanted to hear more about the Lexus ES. Here we go. So the plant is going to continue building the Camry Hybrid, and the RAV4 Hybrid. Good to see. Those are really high volume selling cars. And to help create space for future products and to better align with the US market demand, production of the Lexus ES and ES Hybrid will shift from the facility and consolidate production back to Japan prior to the next model change. Well, there's pros and cons to this. The cons could be that the Lexus ES price could go up because it's no longer being produced here. They have to ship it from Japan across the ocean. Also, what's really strange is that Lexus ES has had its own assembly line since 2015. When the previous generation ES got a refresh, that's when they started building the ES in Kentucky. And they not only, like I said, have that unique production line for the ES, but they also have Lexus trained employees, the best of the Toyota employees, building and assembling these Lexus ESs. What's going to happen to them? I don't know. Maybe they'll head up to Canada. That's a bit of a stretch and an ask of those employees, or maybe they will start building electric vehicles for Toyota. It's really interesting what's going to happen to them, and I don't know if I'll ever find out. If I have any of the Lexus assembly workers from the Kentucky plant watching this, I want to know in the comments, or just go ahead and DM me through Instagram or email, because I want to know what's happening for you, because you've dedicated a huge portion of your life to becoming as close as Takumi as possible and building Lexus vehicles here in the United States. And who knows if we'll ever see another Lexus vehicle built here in the United States. It's really concerning. But I'll see you down below on the ES going back to Japan for production. And man, things are changing fast for Toyota globally as well as here in North America. And I haven't made a video on the BZ4X. Stay tuned for that. I'm still sifting through a lot of information and getting my thoughts on it. But we have a lot more information I want to talk about today regarding Lexus. We got some updates on the LC convertible, as well as the LS for 2022. So the LC convertible starting MSRP is $101,000. The one I tested, I want to say was like $114. It It was really expensive. That's all I remember. And the dynamic handling enhancements based on the Lexus driving signature. So the LC convertible returns for 22 with updated suspension tuning and a more focused color palette featuring 9 exterior colors. The one I reviewed was a Nightfall Mica. All right, so let's read about these colors. Well, the top is black and sand. Those are your options for the cloth. The exterior palette has been refined for 2022, including ultra white, atomic silver, smoky granite mica. Man, that's an older color. I'm surprised it's still around. Caviar, which is a sparkly black, infrared, flare yellow, which would be my pick to get on an LC. This is a color I drove going up to the NX event outside of Phoenix, Arizona. Nightfall mica, nori green pearl, and cadmium orange. Now, there are only 3 interior colors: black, circuit red, and toasted caramel. There's no bespoke white or anything like that anymore. Switching gears to the normal LC, the Coupe, for 2022. So it also is getting the upgraded dynamic handling enhancements as the LC convertible is. There's new 21-inch wheels that what you see here. These were available on the Inspiration series last year. It's kind of like the Aviation edition, and same thing with this spoiler. So now you can get them on the Sport package. And first ever LC 500 bespoke build allows Lexus guests to customize their unique vehicle. So finally, you can essentially put in custom orders of the LC and then build it the way you want it to. And it should be that way for a $100,000 vehicle. So let's read about what the bespoke build means. It is based on the Sport package, which includes a Torsen limited slip and Yamaha rear performance stamper, high performance brake pads and intuitive parking assist, and includes all-weather package and heated steering wheel standard. The bespoke allows you to customize the wheel, spoiler, roof, and interior, exterior trim and colors. Interestingly, the carbon fiber roof, which was previously on the performance package, I believe, on the LC 500, is now exclusive to this bespoke build, as well as the Manhattan Henge interior color, which is named from a rare New York City occurrence befitting of the bespoke build. On these 2 special days a year, the rising or setting sun aligns perfectly with the main Manhattan street grid, creating a beautiful orange glow that illuminates the urban skyline. And here are the images of that orange-like Manhattan-inspired interior. Very Halloween-like, pretty fitting because this announcement came out around Halloween. So what do you guys think? What kind of exterior color would you get with this orange and black interior? It might go well with Nightfall Mica. Obviously, it'd go well with Caviar, which is the sparkly black. I just don't know. What do you guys think? Would you get this orange interior? It's not doing a whole lot for me. So this bespoke build gets a unique interior badge and included certificate of authenticity printed on Japanese washi paper and signed and stamped by an LC chief engineer Yasushi Muto and Lexus Vice President of Marketing Vinay Shahani. The bespoke build configurator will launch on Lexus.com on November 17th, and you can place that order for the vehicle online. The selected Lexus dealer will provide updates throughout the production process for truly personalized experience. So there you have it. Lexus wants you to start building vehicles online. And for the LC, it makes a ton of sense because it's such a unique, very expensive, and a low volume selling car. They should all be custom ordered. That's how I see it anyways. And lastly, what's new on the 2022 LS? Well, they've upgraded the safety systems to 2.5. Mark Lev you can get on the base model. Hand-applied Haku door trim available with luxury and executive packages. And they don't have any pictures of it, which is a big shame because it would have been amazing to see what this Haku interior looks like. Instead, I'll read kind of what Haku is. Just close your eyes and try to pull it out of your imagination. So for 2022, a new Haku interior ornamentation option is available as an option on models equipped with a luxury or executive packages. The creation of Haku foil is a Japanese technique that's been passed down over 400 years. It is made by meticulously flattening a piece of metal until it becomes as thin as a 1/10,000th of a millimeter. The Haku foil is so extremely thin that it must be applied by hand with exquisite craftsmanship, achieving a delicate shine reminiscent of moonlight reflecting over ocean waves. This is exactly the sort of thing I want to see in Lexus vehicles, bringing in as much Japanese art and history as possible into their vehicles. Unfortunately, we don't see it in a whole lot of models outside of the LS. The LS gets all these unique trims like the Carrico glass and the hand-folded pleats, things like that. Unfortunately, we don't see a whole lot of those unique heritage and art items come into other vehicles in the Lexus lineup, but Lexus try to do that more because you have the ability to make the best interiors in the world. And I feel like you're kind of getting away from that, focusing more on function and reducing costs of your interior and increasing profits. I get it, but man, it would be nice to have a little bit nicer interior on your vehicles nowadays. But guys, I'm going to end it there. If you can't tell, my voice is pretty much shot. I've been fighting a cold, and it's pretty much onset of me partying too much with bachelor party week and being in my buddy's wedding. Like, it was just a whole lot. I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I definitely consumed way too much of certain things that I shouldn't have been consuming too much of. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it there. If you enjoyed today's video, smash a like button, subscribe for more Toyota Lexus updates like this. Catch you in the next one. Peace out.